G'day everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the anti-recoil and aim assist mods on the Taylordrift Modern Warfare Pro AIM-Z Edition version 4.4. Before we get into this, you're going to need to know how to enter the mod menu and change the values for this script. If you're not sure how to do that, I strongly recommend watching my last video on how to download and install this script first, as I explain in detail how to enter the mod menu and change those values. The first thing we're going to look at is Legacy AR. Legacy AR is a basic anti-recoil mod. For the people that aren't sure, vertical is up and down, horizontal is left to right. If your weapon's recoil is going up, you need to keep increasing the vertical anti-recoil. If the recoil starts going down, your vertical anti-recoil is too strong and you'll need to reduce it. As for horizontal, if your weapon's recoil pulls to the right, you'll need to move the horizontal anti-recoil to the left and put the digits in the minus. If your weapon's recoil is going to the left, you'll need to move the horizontal anti-recoil value to the right. The best way to work this out is by going into a private lobby with no opponents, put the time limit on unlimited, pick a map and build the weapon of your choice. For this example, I'm using the Growl and here's my attachments. Once you're in the game, head over to a wall and empty a full clip at the wall with Legacy AR turned off, then have a look at your recoil pattern. In my example here, you can see the recoil is going up and slightly over to the right, so let's fix that. Enter the mod menu and turn Legacy AR on. Enter the Legacy AR settings and start adjusting the values. Now because my recoil is going up, I'm going to start on 10 for vertical anti-recoil, and because it's pulling to the right, I'll move the horizontal anti-recoil to the left and start with -5. Save and exit the menu, try again. Now from my example here, you can see that it didn't do too much, so we're going to have to go back into the Legacy AR settings. It's still shooting up, so I increase the vertical anti-recoil to 20, and it's still going to the right, so I change my horizontal to -10. Save and exit the menu, try again. Now we can see a decent improvement, but we still have some movement to the right, so we go back into the Legacy AR settings. This time I leave vertical at 20, but move the horizontal over some more to -12, save and exit, we try again. Okay, now we're really starting to get somewhere with this, but there's still some small movement to the right there. To fix that, we go back into the Legacy AR settings again. Vertical is left at 20, but horizontal, I move over a couple more to -14, save and exit the menu, let's see how that goes. Spoiler alert, it's a laser beam. And there we go, we've got ourselves a laser beam. We've gone from this to this within just a few adjustments. So it's definitely possible, you do just need to have a little bit of patience sometimes. Now let's look at Progressive AR. Progressive AR is a more advanced anti-recoil with a few more options than just vertical and horizontal. In Progressive AR, you're going to find vertical start, vertical end, and vertical time. You'll also see horizontal start, horizontal end, and horizontal time. I know you're probably thinking, how do I know when the start is? How do I know when the end is? Let me explain. The way I look at it, if your weapon has a 60 round mag, the start is the first 30 rounds, the end is the last 30. If you have a 50 round mag, the start is the first 25 rounds, the end is the last 25. The time is the amount of time you want the anti-recoil to be working. The way I look at it is 1000 is 1 second, 2000 is 2 seconds, and so on. So what this means, if the weapon you're using has a big kick of recoil at the start, but then settles down towards the end of the clip, your vertical start value is going to need to be higher than the vertical end. Let's get into an example. For this example, I use the kilo. Here's the attachments. While you're looking at those, I just want to point out that the values I work at in this video might not work exactly the same for you, as it does depend on personal sensitivity settings and a few other factors. However, this will give you a better idea of how to work it out. Again, we're going to start off by going into a private game and shooting a clip at the wall, then have a look at your recoil pattern. In my example here, you'll see the kilo shoots up and over to the left, so we'll need to put the vertical values up, and also the horizontal values will need to be moved to the right. Start off by turning Progressive AR on and head into the settings. To start off, I tried 10 vertical start, 10 vertical end, 1000 vertical time, 10 horizontal start, 10 horizontal end, 1000 horizontal time. Save and exit the menu. Let's see how that goes. So there is a small improvement, but there's not much. So now what we need to do is go back into the progressive AR settings. This time I try 20 vertical start, 20 vertical end, 2000 vertical time, 15 horizontal start, 15 horizontal end, 2000 horizontal time. Again, save and exit, try that out. From that, we're starting to see some better improvements, but there's still movement up and to the left. So back into the settings we go again. Now I change it to 30 vertical start, 30 vertical end, 2000 vertical time, 20 horizontal start, 20 horizontal end, and 2000 horizontal time. Again, this is much better, but it's still not perfect. Since we are starting to get pretty close, it's now time to start fine-tuning some of these numbers. So this time, it's 32 vertical start, 18 vertical end, 2000 vertical time, 20 horizontal start, 18 horizontal end, and 2000 horizontal time. What we get from that is barely any left and right movement, but the weapon starts to shoot up again because I dropped the vertical end value too much. So back into the menu we go for some fine tuning, and this time it's 34 vertical start, 21 vertical end, 2000 vertical time, 20 horizontal start, 18 horizontal end, and 2000 horizontal time. Save and exit, and then check this out. There we go. Even more of a laser beam than the Grau example from before. So that's progressive AR. It is a lot more in-depth, but you can get a better result. I suggest writing your values down or putting them in the notes on your phone once you figure them out. Next, we're going to take a look at the two main aim assist mods that come with this script, and that's Taylor Assist and Sticky Aim. There's also a dogs one there, but we're going to ignore that for now, as these two will be fine. To make this as simple as possible, Taylor Assist is for when you're aiming down your sight, Sticky Aim is for when you're shooting. You can use one at a time, but it is better to use both. First, we'll look at Taylor Assist. Taylor Assist is a rotational aim assist, meaning that it uses circular motion to help find and track a target. That circular motion is called the radius. Increasing your radius value in the Taylor Assist menu will increase the circular motion size, but will also increase screen shake when you're aiming down your sight. You'll also find steps and steady aim in the Taylor Assist settings. Steps is how quick it will do the circle motion, and steady aim is to help prevent over aiming and snap on target. Now, when you hear snap on target, don't get the words aimbot in your head. It's nothing like that. Let's go through some examples now. First off, we'll take a look at just normal aim assist. This is with none of the aim assist mods on. You can see from my example here that it doesn't do much. There's some slight pulling towards the target, but there's not a whole lot. To change that, we go in and turn Taylor Assist on and enter the settings, and this is what I run. Radius is on 32, steps is on 18, steady aim is on 45. Let's take a look at that. All I'm doing here is holding the aim trigger. You can see a few jerky movements from me moving the aim slightly, but the majority of the movement is coming from the Taylor Assist. It's not going to follow directly on target, especially when they're pretty close, but again, what it's going to do now is better than what was happening before with the regular aim assist. Now let's have a look at sticky aim. Sticky aim is for when you're shooting. This won't track the target, so you don't have to do any aiming at all, but it will be stickier than your standard aim assist, and it will guide you in the right direction. You'll find size and time being the two settings you can change in sticky aim. So just like increasing the radius in Taylor Assist, increase the circle motion and screen shake while ADS, changing the size in sticky aim will do the same, but for when you're shooting. My settings for sticky aim are always on sticky size 25 and sticky time 25. Let's have a look. So you can see with sticky aim on, you lose that tracking while you're aiming down your sight, but you do get some extra stickiness when firing. Now, I'm purposely not trying to shoot my friend here in the example. I'm just aiming and firing to show what the sticky aim will do. Again, it won't just lock on and follow the target, but you can clearly see it moving in the right direction and giving you better assistance than regular aim assist. Now let's look at Taylor Assist and Sticky Aim together. With both of them on, you're going to get the tracking while aiming down your sight and also some extra guidance when shooting. In this example, all I do is aim and shoot. I don't touch the aim stick once. I have health in this private lobby on 300, so it's similar to Battle Royale with full armor. You can see it follow from left to right. There's a little bit on either side where the assist can't keep up, but that's where you come in. And there we go. So by now, you should have a basic understanding of how Legacy AR works, how Progressive AR works, and how the two aim assist mods work as well. One of the best things you can do is just keep playing around with your values, whether it be in multiplayer, private lobby, in Warzone, in Planet, whatever it is. Just keep playing around with your values until you find something that you like. This video should definitely give you a bit more guidance. If you're still a little bit confused, feel free to ask me some questions on Discord. If you're not in the Taylordrift Discord yet, check the link in the description of this video and there'll be an invite there for you to join and be able to ask questions and know when the new scripts are coming out. See ya.